Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Math with Garrett. Today, we are going to learn how to multiply binomials. And you might ask, what is a binomial? Well, a binomial, in a simple way to describe it, is an expression with two terms, in which case you could have x plus 3. This is a binomial. But what happens when you have to multiply two binomials together? You can't just go about multiplying them all willy-nilly and randomly. You need to use a specific method to multiply them. And today, I'm going to be teaching you what I consider the easiest and most straightforward method. That method is the FOIL method. Now, the FOIL method stands for four things. It stands for first, it stands for outer, it stands for inner, and it stands for last. Now, if you think all this seems complicated, trust me, it's really not. I will walk you step by step on how to multiply these binomials. So, starting with first, you take your first binomial, in which case this is x, and you multiply it by your first part of the second binomial, in which case it's x again. X times x will give us x squared. Now, we move on to the outer part of the FOIL method. That is where you take the first part of the very first binomial and you multiply it by the outer part of the next binomial. In this case, it would give us 2x. Now, onto the inner, it's where you multiply the two inner values of these binomials, in which case it's the last value of the first binomial and the first value of the last binomial. And in this case, it will give us 3x. Then we move on to the last part of the FOIL method. Last. That's where you take the second binomial of the first binomial and you multiply it by the second value of the last binomial. In this case, it would be 3 times 2, which would simply give us 6. And now, once you have this equation, you're not quite done yet, because you need to simplify it by combining like terms. And in this case, it's pretty simple how to simplify this one. If you look, you see x squared is the only one with its own exponent, in which case it means it cannot be combined with any other terms, which means the first part would be x squared. Then, if we look at it, we'll see that there's two values that both share a variable, in which case it would be 2x and 3x. So combining those like terms would give us 5x. And next, we see that we have one value left, and it's the 6. The 6 has nothing else to go with, which means it is the last part of this equation simplified. So this is how you use the FOIL method to multiply binomials. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I look forward to you tuning in on how to do a box plot next time.